have hiccups right now. It's not hot. And today I wanted to, I'm so sorry, film this video of me taking the scariest quizzes on the internet and seeing if I can make it through it. And if I can do it, you can do it alongside with me. I haven't even gone through it yet, so I'm having a little bit of anxiety about it. But that brings me to my sponsor of this video, and that is the app called Youper. If you're ever feeling anxious or stuck or trying to calm down your mind after a long day, or just wanting to be more productive or happier within your life and setting goals and achieving those goals, a quick conversation with Youper might be all you need. You basically, it's amazing. I've been using it for the last couple days, and thousands of people are using Youper as their emotional health assistant. And I think you guys will love it too. After all, great people always have an assistant on their side, am I right, guys? Youper empowers you to monitor and improve your emotional health through quick conversations based on therapy techniques and mindfulness. It's honestly amazing, guys. I couldn't believe how modern and high-tech this is, and it really is nice for setting goals, helping you through anxiety, helping you with anything that you're going through when it comes to mental health, or just overall setting goals and achieving those goals. And you can even set your notifications on so that they can kind of notify you. And it's really cute how they notify you, because I'll just be on my phone or living my life, and then I'll get a little notification that's like, hey, are you okay? Do you need to talk? Anything like that. And it's honestly super easy to use, and it's free, and it's perfect. So download it on your phone today, just like me. I'll put the links in the description to the Apple Store and the Google Play Store, and download it because it honestly will just make your life a whole lot more anxiety and stress-free. And thank you so much, Youper, for sponsoring this video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Whew. I have hella hiccups and I don't even know what to do. I need to film this video right now. And I don't know when these hiccups are gonna go away. So this one is called The Scariest Quiz Ever. Can you make it to the end? And I will record my screen as I'm doing it. Okay, so it says, fear is a crazy thing. Something that scares one person might not scare another person, and someone's biggest fear might sound silly to someone else who isn't scared of the same things as they are. I literally feel like I can't breathe with these hiccups right now. There are some phobias that are common to a lot of people, like spiders, heights, or dentists. While other people are scared of much more obscure things, but everyone is scared of something, right? No one is completely immune to being afraid of at least something every now and then, are they? No matter how fearless you really are, there's probably something out there that gets under your skin and really gives you the creeps. Maybe it's something totally normal like snakes, or maybe you're scared of dolls or mirrors. Whatever it is, there's bound to be something. Do you think you're fearless? Let's find out. This quiz will totally get under your skin and find the things that terrify you. Only people who are really unafraid of everything can make it all the way to the end without getting creeped out. Take it and find out how brave you actually are. But be careful, you might have some pretty scary nightmares after this. Are we ready? I'm scared. Is this forest scary? Well, clearly there's a slender man looking right there. So let's say a little bit, but it's just a picture, so it's not too bad. Nature can be a magical place. Going for a walk can be a lot of fun, and it's a good way to keep yourself healthy and active. Unless, of course, you're walking around somewhere that looks like the forest in this picture. This is definitely not a place that anyone would want to be going for an adventure, is it? Next. This long hallway is scary, right? I mean, the Slender Man thing at the end of it is scary, but whatever. I'll say, nope, this is just a picture someone tried to make look creepy. because that's actually how I feel about it. Long, dark hallways can be pretty scary. You never know what's going to be hiding around the corner at the end of it, or what you might bump into while you walk through it. There's something about this long pathway with all these chairs and that mysterious figure standing at the end that really creeps you out, right? Does this picture make you feel uneasy? I'm gonna click not really. This picture looks strange, not scary, because it's honestly how I feel. It's not scary more than, I don't know, like I love deer. Like, I just love deer, and I think this is actually a beautiful picture, but kind of weird, like more like a little eerie. There's something about night vision in pictures that manages to make them look scarier than a regular picture. It's the same thing as in found footage movies when they get to a nighttime scene and the person filming flips the night vision on. Does this mysterious nighttime photo make you feel uneasy or scared, or do you just not care about the backstory? To be honest with you, I feel like this video is probably a good video for me doing hiccups, because for me having hiccups, because if I really do get scared, the hiccups will go away. Or is that just a myth? Does anybody else like burp while they hiccup? Because like I do, I'm just like suppressing it. See? Does going to the dentist scare you? I get kind of nervous before my appointment, but it's not bad once I get there. It's true. I hate the dentist. I'll go and like it's not like I'll cry and like like scared about it, but I definitely get nervous. These hiccups! Taking care of your teeth is important. Unlike other bones in the human body, your teeth don't just heal themselves if they get cracked or broken. That's why people have to go to the dentist to get them worked on and checked out to make sure they're in good health. But for some people, going to the dentist is scarier than any horror movie. Does it scare you? Do mirrors scare you? They can be creepy at night, but other than that, I'm not really bothered by them. For centuries, mirrors have been the source of a lot of scary superstition and urban legends. From stories about looking into the mirror on Halloween to see your true love, to saying Bloody Mary over and over in a dark room until a ghost emerged from the mirror, there are a lot of urban legends about them. Do they scare you like they do some people? Honestly, mirrors are definitely scary, and like there's a part of me that does kind of believe that they are kind of like a portal, but I don't want to dwell on it. I really don't, because it really does freak me out. Does this window give you the creeps? A little bit, but it's not bad, to be honest. Windows can be really weird sometimes. Usually they're just a regular part of a house. They let in sunlight and fresh air, and there's nothing menacing about them. But if it gets dark out, or you think you saw a shadow walk past it late at night, they can be really creepy. Does this window scare you? How do you feel about small spaces? I hate them. I hate them. Just looking at these pictures make me nervous, to be honest, like that. I am the most claustrophobic person ever. I literally hate it. Small spaces are the worst, right? If you've ever been in a small space, like a small closet or something similar, and felt a little claustrophobic, you'll totally agree it can be pretty scary to be somewhere so small and start to think about the possibility of getting stuck there or something, right? Does this picture of a person in a tiny space make you anxious? Yep. Would you play with a Ouija board? No. I'm not interested in messing with ghosts. Not in that way, at least. Ouija boards, if you believe that they work, can be pretty scary. The idea of being able to contact the spirit world and have them be able to talk back to you by moving the planchette around the board is pretty creepy to think about. So would you ever play with a Ouija board? Or would you be too scared to touch one? I'm not even gonna touch one. No, thank you. Do crowded elevators bother you? Yes. Yes. And I hate elevators, guys. I hate elevators. Yikes, yes, I'm scared of elevators no matter how many people are on it. Yep. But I'd rather not be alone in one. I'd rather just have somebody else there with me, but I hate elevators. Elevators can be pretty scary to some people, no matter who's in with them. The idea that they might get stuck or somehow malfunction is really terrifying to think about. Other people don't really worry about that. Maybe being crammed into it with a whole other bunch of people bothers them instead. Do crowded elevators bother you? Yes, they do. Would you go into this room or run away? Yeah, I'd definitely run away. I'd definitely run away. The room pretty much combines every scary thing it can possibly cram into one picture. Creepy ghost girl, big check mark for that one. Dark abandoned looking room, check. Some spooky toys scattered around the room, yes, check of course. It would be hard not to want to run away screaming from this room. Would you run away or venture on in through the door? Never. Does this scary clown creep you out? How long is this quiz? This one in particular doesn't, but other clowns scare me a bit. This just looks like a teenager, like on a bike. It's not easy being a clown thanks to people like John Wayne Gacy and movies like Stephen King's It. Clowns have gotten a seriously scary reputation in recent years. Not everyone is scared of the funny characters, but a lot of people are. Does this scary looking one give you the creeps? How do you feel about this friendly clown? Honestly, it's honestly worse. It's worse than the other one. Yikes, nope, this clown is terrifying. It is. Although there are a lot of scary clowns out there, especially in movies and TV shows, most real-life clowns are friendly and fun. The ones that try to be scary definitely succeed in trying to creep people out. But a normal birthday clown like this one, who isn't trying to scare anyone, but could they? Honestly, I think it's worse. I think it's worse. Would you be scared to walk down these basement steps? Yeah. Yes, look how creepy and dark this looks. Yeah, I don't like that. That is creepy. These stairs look really creepy, right? This entire basement just looks like something straight out of a horror movie. It looks so dirty and old, and like those stairs might have something hiding under them, ready to grab you, or maybe you're just really brave and would have no problem with walking down into this scary basement. How long is this quiz? Now I'm getting nervous. Now I'm getting nervous. It's weird how like they were like at the beginning like, can you get through it? Can you finish it? And at this point, I'm definitely starting to feel a little jumpy. Would you hang out in this house? Honestly, it looks like a pretty cool house, to be honest. Yeah, it would be fun to explore it, to be honest. This abandoned house looks pretty scary, right? It seriously looks like a house straight out of some kind of horror movie. Just imagine the ghost that would be in a house like this if it were in a movie. Yikes. Does this house look scary to you, or would you gladly go hang out in there? I think it looks pretty cool. How do you feel about the Slender Man? The stories about him don't really scare me, but he would probably creep me out if he was real, definitely. Even if you're not familiar with the scary stories and urban legends, you've probably heard of the Slender Man. He's appeared in the news, in movies, in video games, and in scary stories all over the internet. The Slender Man is a tall creature with long limbs that is usually seen wearing a black suit and has no face. The stories also claim that he has long tentacles that emerge from his back to hypnotize and pull in his victims. Is this little spider cute or creepy? I hate spiders, honestly. This one isn't bad, but other spiders scare me. A lot of people are scared of spiders, which totally makes sense. They can be pretty scary, and some of them are really dangerous to be bit by. So there's a good reason to be scared of them. Meanwhile, other people love insects of all kinds, including spiders, and don't think that they're scary at all. What do you think of this miniature arachnid? Does this big spider scare you? I hate spiders so much. I hate spiders so much, you guys. Whoo! Yes, keep that thing away from me. Maybe that little spider scared you, maybe it didn't. Either way, it's hard to deny that this spider with its big long legs is pretty terrifying, right? Even if it doesn't scare you in this picture, just imagining it being in your room or something and creeping around. Walking on your stuff or crawling on your arm has got to scare you, doesn't it? Definitely does. Are you afraid of aliens? I have to choose, well, maybe a little bit, but not really. I don't really agree with any of those answers because I don't feel like I'm scared of them, but I'm also unsure. I'm just unsure of them, cautious of them. Whether or not aliens exist, no one actually knows, but not knowing doesn't stop people from wondering about it and making countless movies and TV shows that talk about the possibility that we aren't alone in the universe. Okay, now I'm hearing creepy noises. Oh my god. Does the idea of aliens being real scare you, or are you not worried about creatures from another planet? How do you feel about these dolls? Okay, well, the one in the middle with the black eyes is creepy as hell. Few of them are a little creepy, but for the most part, they don't bother me. I think we're like halfway through at this point. Dolls can be pretty scary, right? Between movies like Annabelle, Child's Play, and Dead Silence, I love that movie, dolls have gotten a pretty bad reputation, though they might be mostly known for being toys for children to play with. Horror movies that have given them a much more sinister reputation and has made a ton of people terrified of them. Are you? Yup. Does the snake scare you? Yeah. Meh, not really. Maybe if I really saw one instead of just in a picture, I'd be more scared. For sure. Yikes, look at this snake. When it comes to animals, snakes may have the least number of legs, but they are definitely the scariest, right? Or maybe you think that the fact that they just wiggle around is kind of cute, or maybe even amusing, and think that it's not fair that so many people are scared of them. I don't know, I definitely think that they are kind of creepy. Cause like, I don't know, whenever I think of snakes, I think of like the old like Bible story of like Adam and Eve and the snake, and like the devil came as a snake, and like now like snake, and then you call people that you don't like, or like evil mischievous people, snakes, and like, I don't know, a snake definitely like represents something bad or evil or negative, but I do have my fair share of moments when I'm like, that snake is freaking cute. Like, garden snakes are adorable, but I don't know. The way they slither kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't know. The way they like eat animals and stuff. Ugh. Are you afraid of lightning and thunder? I think I get a little scared, but not really. It really depends. Like if I'm in the middle of it, outside or driving in it, I'll definitely be uneasy. But if I'm at home, I do like thunderstorms at home when I'm at home. Big storms with loud thunder and bright lightning can be really scary, especially if you're trying to relax while it's raining and storming outside, and then bam, thunder hits again when you weren't expecting it. Other people are scared the entire time that it's storming outside. What about you? Do thunder and lightning terrify you? How do you feel about the ocean? I don't really agree with any of these answers, but I'll do terrified. I don't like the idea of being in the big open space with all those fish. Because definitely, like, the ocean is such a beautiful thing, and I love being in the ocean and learning about the ocean and whatever, but like the idea that we haven't even explored all of it, and the idea that it's gone so deep to the point where we actually haven't gone as deep as it goes, and we actually have no idea what kind of creatures can be lurking. And just the idea of like an open ocean and being dropped into an open ocean and like all of the sharks and the whales and everything, like, definitely freaks me out. The ocean is big and mysterious, and that can scare a lot of people. Although scientists know a lot about what lives under the surface, there's still a lot that science simply doesn't know about the depths of the ocean. Told you. Considering how much of the planet is made up of water, this can be pretty crazy to think about. What would you stay in this bedroom? Oh gosh, no. Gosh, no. Nope. No thank you to everything going on here. This bedroom set looks like it's straight out of the scariest horror movie ever, but it's from a haunted house near Chicago. Between the eerie lighting and that big shadow, the dark clown, it's hard not to be creeped out by this photo. If this bedroom were more than just a haunted house set, would you sleep in it? No, I would not. Are you scared of heights? Yes, just that picture is scaring me. That honestly just gave me a headache looking at that. Just freaked me out. Phobia comes from the Greek word of peak or edge. This is a term for when a person has an extreme or irrational fear of heights. It especially applies when the person isn't particularly high up, because it's pretty normal to be afraid of being really high up, although not everyone is. How does this picture of someone tangling their feet from a skyscraper make you feel? I hate it. I hate it. How do you feel about this creature? It looks fake. It's nothing more than just a hilarious hoax. Videos of this giant creature crawling the sides of buildings have been around for a while now. Their original source is highly debated, but the one thing that people of the internet agree on is that they're nothing more than a hoax. Does that make them any less terrifying? Not to some people. There are still some people who think these are incredibly scary. Are you one of them? Nope. I wonder how this video is gonna end. Like, I wonder how this quiz is gonna end. Like, what is the quiz even? Like, it's just the scariest quiz, but what happens at the end? Like, I don't know. I'm kind of nervous. Are you scared of needles? Yup. Hate needles. Try to avoid them at all costs. I literally faint. Like, I literally pass out every time I get my blood taken. I'm much better getting something put into me than getting it taken out of me. Like, getting blood taken is, I can't. Going to get a shot at the doctor's office, and needles in general can be really scary to some people. Some people aren't bothered by them, and other people even enjoy the sensation of a needle poking into their skin in the form of a tattoo or piercing. Oh, I was literally like reading that like, ew, like who would want a needle? But I get that, like tattoos are different, they're different. How do you feel about needles? Do you hate getting shots? Are you afraid of flying? Only when there's turbulence, I guess, yeah. None of those I agree with, because it's only taking off and coming down that makes me like a little nervous. Mostly like taking off makes me nervous. Just that whole part of it. Flying can be great. It's a fast way to travel long distance instead of having to drive the entire way there, unless of course you're scared of flying. Then it can be dreadful and definitely not fun. It can really make heading out to any vacation a seriously stressful situation. How do you feel about flying? Does this picture scare you? No. Everything about this photo is seriously unnerving, isn't it? It honestly just looks like somebody tried to like do like a creepy Halloween-y kind of photo. Between that little kid, the grainy texture of the picture, and the fact that the robed figure behind him has their face hidden, this picture is absolutely the source of some nightmares. Or is it? Maybe it doesn't creep you out as much as it does other people. What do you think of it? Would you open this door? Ooh, definitely not. Nope, that shadow is too scary for me. Even when people knock on the door when I'm not expecting anybody, I'm like, who did? Do you think that there's a bad vibe coming from the shadow on the other side of this door? Is it possibly a ghost or something evil trying to make its way into its home? Are all those spots on the photo ghost orbs or just flecks of dirt? Do you think this picture is just a regular person at the door and it's not scary at all? Honestly, I wouldn't be scared of a ghost standing outside my door. It's more like humans that freak me out, like getting robbed or something. Does this creepy kid scare you? Definitely not. It looks photoshopped. Nope, this Photoshop job is absolutely hilarious. She is cute. That's funny. Kids can be pretty scary. That's why so many horror movies have a creepy kid as the main character. Think about it. The Ring, The Exorcist, The Shining, Pet Sematary, and countless other horror movies feature a creepy kid right at the forefront. Somehow, whoever took this picture managed to make scary kids even scarier. This picture was clearly fixed up in Photoshop, but does that make it less scary? How do you feel about this room? Interesting. I would want to take my time reading every single person's graffiti if this is like a psych ward, like a crazy room. It would make a good set in a haunted house, to be honest. Whoever was staying in this room has some serious art skills. Unfortunately, they use those skills to paint these creepy walls instead of using them for something good. Yikes. How does this room make you feel? Do the ominous scribbles on the wall scare you? Or do you just not care? How do you feel about this picture? That's definitely creepy. It's creepy. It's creepy for sure, it's creepy. This picture is pretty eerie, right? Something about this girl just standing in the dark, creepy woods like this with terrifying mask on and her arms up is more than a little bit weird and gives off some seriously scary vibes. Whatever the story behind this picture is, it's a pretty scary photo. Does it scare you? Something about like her stance, like her arms and everything. Whew. Definitely gave me the creeps. I just got shivers from that. Does this ghostly house scare you? A little, yeah. A little bit. But it's not that bad. This house is pretty scary on its own. It looks like it's in the middle of nowhere in the creepy woods somewhere, and it looks like it's a little bit run down. Those things alone are enough to make a house pretty terrifying looking. But to make matters worse, this house has a ghostly figure standing in the window. Nope. Does it scare you? Okay, so I answered 35 questions. And now it says see your result. I'm scared that something's gonna like pop out or something like that. Okay, I'm seeing my result. You laughed away the fear. Not bad for some of those pictures were straight up scary, but you managed to find most of them funny and just laughed your way through instead of getting creeped out. That was the scariest quiz ever. I'm so sorry, guys. That was kind of lame. I was expecting something like wicked to happen. But you know what? Not to worry. I will find more quizzes to take that aren't lame like that one. I was expecting something crazy to happen, but whatever. It is what it is. It kind of creeped me out. The like build up creeped me out. It's like when you watch Blair Witch Project and you're like super like freaked out the whole time expecting something crazy to happen, but nothing really happens. Like nothing really happens that you see. But you're like on the edge of your seat the whole time. That's kind of what this was, I guess. Well, that's what happens when I don't look at it before I do it. Maybe next time I need to look at it before I do it. But I want like the genuine reaction with you guys. So whatever. If you guys enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button. If you haven't yet subscribed to me, please hit subscribe and click the notification bell because I do make videos every single week. I promise I will find some better quizzes for next time, and let me know what you guys think and what you guys want to see me do in regards to quizzes and stuff like that. Comment down below. I read all of your comments, and I will see you next time. Love you guys so much. Bye.